Tim Cook walked on stage again and said the same familiar line we have all heard for years. These are the most powerful and most advanced iPhones that we have ever built. And yes, the brand new ultra-thin iPhone 17 Air at just over 5 millimeters, light as a whisper, is a bold step forward since the iPhone X in 2017. But to get that design, Apple quietly sacrifices battery life and camera performance. Elon Musk saw this trade-off years ago and refused to accept it. That is why, finally here, the 2026 Tesla Pi phone arrives with an impossibly compact dimension, yet somehow smashes through the limits of battery power and camera technology in ways no one thought possible. And only in this video will you discover what's unbelievable about this device. Don't pass by. And if you want to be part of the first 2,000 people to witness the future, tap like, subscribe, and ring that bell right now so you don't miss. 1. How is Tesla revolutionizing a smartphone's design for every generation? Here's something that will blow your mind. Why would a 65-year-old grandmother love the Tesla Pi phone just as much as her Gen Z grandson? The answer lies in Tesla's revolutionary approach to universal design that completely demolishes everything we thought we knew about smartphones. While Apple continues chasing millimeter-thin profiles that sacrifice usability, Tesla has cracked the code on making technology that works for everyone. From arthritic hands to teenage fingers flying across screens, let's talk hard numbers that prove this isn't marketing fluff. The Tesla Pi phone measures exactly 145.6 millimeters in height, 70.2 millimeters in width, and absolutely mind-blowing 4.8 millimeters in thickness, weighing just 110 G. To put this in perspective, Apple's iPhone 17 Air, which is their so-called breakthrough design, comes in at 5.5 millimeters thick and weighs 145 G. That 35 G difference might sound small on paper, but in real-world usage, it's the difference between comfort and fatigue. For seniors dealing with arthritis or reduced dexterity, those dimensions translate to a device that feels like holding 2 eggs instead of a brick. But here's where Tesla's engineering genius truly shines through American innovation at its finest. Even though the Tesla Pi phone is astonishingly light at just 110 G, it never feels fragile or slippery in the hand. Tesla's materials team engineered a micro-textured aerospace composite frame that creates a subtle friction effect. This means whether you are a teenager rushing to class, a busy parent juggling groceries, or a 70-year-old with reduced grip strength, the phone naturally rests securely in your palm. The edges are gently contoured, not sharp, so you feel confident holding it for hours without hand fatigue. Tesla also integrated smart grip sensors inside the thin chassis that detect micro movements. If the phone senses it is slipping, it slightly increases haptic feedback and friction at the surface, giving you that subconscious cue to hold tighter. That's actually an innovation you simply will not find on an iPhone 17 Air. For older users with arthritis or tremors, this is more than a feature. It is a lifeline. They no longer have to worry about dropping an expensive device. For younger users, it is peace of mind when running between meetings or workouts. Despite its ultra-thin 4.8 millimeters profile, it feels solid, grounded, and practical. It's a tool you can rely on, not a fragile fashion statement. The revolutionary aesthetic goes beyond just feeling good in your hand. Tesla's photochromic back panel shifts colors based on ambient light, directly inspired by their solar roof tiles technology. Your phone literally matches your mood or you're Tesla parked outside. The edge-to-edge display delivers a stunning 98% screen-to-body ratio, compared to iPhone 17 Air's measly 92%. Plus, with an IP69 rating for water and dust resistance, this device survives 2 hours immersion for 30 minutes, which is 20% better protection than the iPhone's IP68 rating. Here's what separates Tesla from Apple's tire playbook of incremental updates. Unlike Apple's iterative design philosophy, the Pi phone features a modular chassis that allows user-replaceable components like cameras and batteries via magnetic connectors. This isn't just innovation for innovation's sake. It reduces electronic waste by an estimated 40% based on Tesla's existing recycling programs. While Apple wants you to buy a new phone every year, Tesla built a device that evolves with you. Imagine your parents or grandparents holding a phone that feels almost like a credit card in their hand with light, secure, and effortless. This isn't just a phone. It's the blueprint for every smartphone that will exist in 2030. Tesla didn't just build a device. They engineered the future of human technology interaction. And the proof is in every single specification we've just revealed. Before moving on, let us ask you a little bit. Do you think these changes in design would make you feel safer carrying a phone every day? Make sure you type the words Tesla win if you believe this design truly beats everything else out there. Now that you know how Tesla has completely redefined how a phone feels in your hand, let's move into something even more shocking. Stay right here. 2. How does Tesla Pi phone deliver an unfair battery advantage? Just imagine holding a phone that is only 4.8 millimeters thin, barely thicker than 4 stacked credit cards. Yet, it carries enough energy to run not just for a day, but through an entire weekend trip without a charger. How on earth did Elon Musk's team achieve this, when even Apple, with all its resources, had to cut corners on the iPhone 17 Air? This is Tesla applying the same revolutionary thinking that made their cars dominate the electric vehicle market, and the results are absolutely staggering. The answer lies in Tesla's next-generation nanolayer solid-state cell, a battery technology adapted from experimental modules originally designed for SpaceX's deep space probes. Think about that for a moment. We're talking about power systems built to survive the vacuum of space, now miniaturized into your pocket. Inside this impossibly thin frame lies a power core with a capacity of 5,000 milliamp hours. But that raw number only tells part of the story. Each cell layer is infused with a graphene silicon composite that pushes energy density beyond 920 Wh per liter, almost 40% higher than the densest smartphone batteries available today. While other manufacturers are still playing with lithium-ion chemistry from the 1990s, Tesla leapfrogged straight into aerospace-grade technology. And here is where it gets absolutely unbelievable. These cells are wrapped in a Tesla-patented vortex thermal shell, a microscopic lattice that channels heat outwards without adding a single gram of copper or aluminum. The result is a phone that remains cool even when gaming at 120 frames per second or live streaming in 8K resolution. Tests from early engineering units suggest a consistent 48 hours of screen-on time, far surpassing the iPhone 17 Air's estimated 12 to 15 hours under similar usage. These are real-world numbers from devices that exist right now, and they're rewriting the rules of what's possible in mobile technology. Charging is equally shocking and proves Tesla's dominance in power management. Thanks to Tesla's Pulse Charge X architecture, the Pi phone can jump from 0 to 80% in just 10 minutes and hit a full charge in 15 minutes using a 65-watt compact charger. For comparison, the iPhone 17 Air's fast charge tops out at around 27 watts, taking nearly an hour to reach 80%. We're talking about charging speeds that make plugging in your phone feel more like filling up a Tesla supercharger with lightning-fast speeds, and are designed for modern American lifestyle where every minute counts. And here's the part that completely flips expectations and proves Tesla's long-term thinking. Despite its wafer-thin profile, the Pi phone's battery is engineered for over 4,500 full charge cycles before dropping below 90% health. That's roughly 7 years of daily charges, which is a lifetime in the smartphone world without the creeping fear of battery decay that forces you into an upgrade cycle. While Apple designs planned obsolescence into their devices, Tesla built a phone that refuses to quit, embodying that American spirit of building things to last. But the practicality goes even deeper and showcases Tesla's obsession with real-world durability. The battery shell is impact-resistant, so even if the phone slips from your hand, there's no risk of cell puncture or dangerous swelling. It's also self-balancing with micro-sensors that dynamically shift power output depending on temperature and grip pressure, an idea inspired by Tesla's battery packs in their electric vehicles. You can feel it in your hand, light as a feather, yet solid and dependable, like holding a precision tool built for astronauts, not a fragile slab of glass that cracks if you look at it wrong. Picture the scenario that perfectly captures the Pi phone's revolutionary advantage. You are camping in the Nevada desert miles from the nearest outlet. And while others watch their phones die by sundown, your Tesla Pi phone still streams Netflix, records 8K video of the Milky Way, and connects through Starlink without breaking a sweat. That's not just innovation. It's complete liberation from the anxiety of battery life that has plagued smartphone users for over a decade. This battery technology doesn't just power a phone. It powers freedom, confidence, and the American dream of never being held back by limitations. And for those of you who have dealt with phones that lose battery health too quickly, how would you feel knowing this one can handle over 7 years of daily charging and still stay strong? Type the words 5,000 milliamp hours if you believe this battery power will completely change your life. Now that you know how the Tesla Pi is rewriting the rules of battery technology, let's step into something even more jaw-dropping about the camera system, which Apple is struggling with. So, before you scroll away, stop and think about this. A phone slimmer than anything Apple dares to make, holding a battery that refuses to quit, and a camera that turns shaky hands into masterpieces. What would that mean for you? If this shook you, then drop a yes right now and tell me what part of the Pi phone blows your mind the most. And make sure you hit subscribe because the next revelations about Elon Musk's plans will be even wilder.